Brayden wanted to make it clear to Michaela that AD was no one to play around with, telling her just how close he was to being unalive. 17 days later, he would lose his life at that same house. 11 shots coming from the back of his body to the front in a downward angle. But why was he there again in the first place? Brayden was young, only 18, still believing in his friends. This one reeked of the ultimate betrayal. Could this have been a setup? Retrieving a weapon for a girl that used it as collateral in order to get illegal things that she used? Austin Jarrell, a said known accomplice of AD, the trigger man. He would go to trial after the gruesome unaliving of Brayden. His clothes was so soaked you couldn't tell whether it was black or what color it was from the stained red that had started to change colors on his clothes. There's got to be some type of laws for overkill. And the matters that you claim they were self-defense, even though the shots came from behind. This trial was done in one day. It almost seemed like it was just to put on a show, like they were trying to get this solved. They only warned the family a few days in advance the trial was about to start, leaving many no choice but not to attend. No chance at fighting for his justice. The courtroom filled with an all-white jury. Testimonies from the witnesses never seemed to align. Every allowed witness had criminal records, past and pending, changing their statements multiple times. But these witnesses were allowed to recall the events from their perspective. The one person who had gathered years of receipts and evidence silenced. The professional for the state would testify his findings from the homicide, but he failed to provide the jury with any visual demonstration. No model, no diagram to explain the ballistics information, despite the fact that understanding the bullet's trajectory and the contact range of the bullets were critical to the case. The 911 call that Brayden was forced to make himself as he laid there pleading for help was played in court with no meaningful warning. His minor sisters had to sit there and listen to him beg for help from people that just stood there as he transitioned from this earth, ignored by everyone, no form of comfort. In that one moment that no one wants to feel alone. They all knew him, but till that very moment he had no idea just who they were. The jury returns with a verdict shortly after lunch. Not guilty. Truth of the matter is, Brayden didn't get the respect of a real trial in Neshoba County. Because in small towns, people tend to look out for themselves. Justice be damned. We're asking that an outside law enforcement agency actually take a real look into this case. Because if they can make this disappear, how many others have fell victim to these cover-ups? Justice for Brayden Talbert.